Тын-тын-тын-тын. Тыры-ры-ты-тын. Так, а что у меня за эти стоят? Говёные эти. Какие 10 очков? Какие, блядь, 10 очков? Turnover 250. 20. Interception. Торчпанк. А, нет, это торчпанк как раз реально дождаться интерсепшн. После этого у нас их будет 0, но у него 6-16. О, уже? Гоу. Поехали. Не норм. Так. Поехали.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Добро начинать нападение.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Ту-ту-ту-ту-тум. Угу.
19 Charger.
Блять, все равно туда лучше.
Starting the drive with Algier, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He finds his man, complete. It's Williamson.
Тот случай, когда не вырвал консерву, выносил. И это помогло. Марч вроде не особо едет. Играем, как играем.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Flanagan. He finds his man, complete. It's Williamson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 2nd, here's Algier. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll stick with Algier. Down to about the 45. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Alert! Alert!
Algier going straight ahead. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Честно, плохо.
Really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well,
На
guys who play
центре
in the
поля
inside,
опять.
those inside linebackers,
3-й даун устраиваем. Зачем там?
Play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Flanagan.
Блять. Он дергался взад-вперед. Он дергался взад-вперед. Я думал, что он уже это. Я еще и не в ту сторону бросил. Плохо, плохо, плохо. Купился на его дерганную.
But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
59.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh,
that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about when they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Переход был.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed by 2
Я перехват бросил. Когда бросаешь перехват, он мне обычно не помогает.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Странное решение. Ну, он получил отдален.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the
Я кнопки перепутал. Я крест нажать хотел. Крест открывался совсем. Блять. R1 это кто вообще был? Почему туда пас ушел? Блять. Ненавижу играть по четвергам, блять. Идем дальше.
Eckler now between the tackles, down at the 25.
That's just a pile of bodies there. That's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pick of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Hammering for the
Fumble.
goal line. He loses the
Yes.
football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. And he's met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Ну, блядь.
Intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Deion Henry.
Пизду, блядь.
Boy, so
3 перехвата
another
зачета.
interception, CD,
Я
and it
окончательно
feels
не
like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd
Надо нам
season.
холодный
He
душ.
has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head
Просто,
coach,
блядь,
his
хуйню
offensive
кидают.
coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get it as they
Три
stop
перехвата,
it.
пиздец, блядь.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you
Какой
from
же я
all
мудак.
angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Я 3-й бросил. Я 3-й бросил. Да еще и рано встаю,
Back in
потому
the
что...
2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Блядь, мне не нравится.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Зачем тупые все? Ну ладно, кнопку перепутал. Ну чё, не, вот 3-й просто тупее. Просто
So an early 10-0 lead for him now
Что
as
я,
they kick it
блядь,
away.
вон сделал.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair
Так,
catch on
ладно.
the kickoff will move the ball to the
Играем
25.
дальше. Играем дальше. Что тебе 10-0?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Setting up the screen, here's Algier. 7 yards there, the first down.
3 перехвата, 3 паса точных, 3 неточных, и 5 перехватов. Класс. Ебем.
You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Algier now up the middle, shedding through the defense. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Так, собрались. Мне кажется, если подбить статистику, я по четвергам вообще никого не выиграю.
Algier with another carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup.
Интересно, он сейчас так отпрыгнул, потому что не сделал. Я уже пробежал линию, потом нажал на ускорение. Еще дальше надо убегать, потом нажимать.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Back to throw.
Блять.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Душа, собрались, собрались. Собрались. Решил, куда давать пас. И начал давать пас, посмотрев на одного корнера, не посмотрев на другого. Просто, блядь, нихуя не получилось.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Flanagan, a short one here, caught by McBride. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Flanagan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, and that is
Я опять кнопку перепутал. Не, ну тут, слава богу. Потому что если бы я нажал то, что я хотел, это мог быть перехват. Чудо, блядь.
Second and 10. On the give, it's Algier. And he's got this down to the 35. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Да ты пишешь. Ну я допиваю еще, что ты.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Flanagan.
А это что за хуйня появилась? Ой.
Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Чем ты последний играл?
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Flanagan. That's thrown underneath to Algier. This would be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Третий и 2.
Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Algier will try to pick it up.
Нужно вынос хотел.
Winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On 1st down, Flanagan. His throw around the 6. And in for the Steelers.
Неплохой. Но с 3 перехватами в первой четверти, блядь. 10-7 пока просто чудесный исход от этого всего. 10-7 чудесный исход этой всей хуйни. Так, все, теперь собрали.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Да. Кралик, я твоих боюсь. Какая 4 секунды, сука. Очень она успешная у нас.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count.
Ну как это проходит? Нет, ну пас проходит. Люди должны были, по идее, в контакте. Сейчас он атакует, поэтому перехват было бы неплохо. Да ну хули. Если бы так работало. Ну, дырку наоборот оставляем, блядь, первый.
To the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Herbert on 1st down now.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
To the air again, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Once more, here's Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Блять. Ну тайм-аут брал, не успел.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Временно проблема с прочтением в этой ситуации.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Время, кажется, для четвертого перехвата.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so they'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Flanagan.
Красиво. Ну, блядь! Это good accuracy вы называете?
He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Это good accuracy по версии Мейдена.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Flanagan. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Watson. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Да, сегодня у нас все из рук.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Зачем тайм-аут взял? Никто не знает.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Пиздец. Пиздец. Везде 118.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Да, 10 очков многовато. Если честно.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now Herbert off the bootleg, rolling to his right. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Но это не холдинг был.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. In motion left goes Watson. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. Powers through, and he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On 2nd down, Beasley. And past the 30 down to about the 27.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Будет перехват.
Giants at the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it nice, easy
Морально,
Mорально,
да.
Break a tackle or two, wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
А пить-ка, не пить-ка. Ну, я сегодня все напутал, блядь. Когда собрался уже поздновато отыгрываться. Ну, еще попробуем.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action.
Ну, когда еще такие передачи в открытого, ну вот что я с этим могу сделать?
That the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Сегодня не день Бекхема. Ну, передача, конечно, будет. Вторая уже такая, если не третья.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Flanagan.
Дропаем.
They would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means he'll be 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Watson. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job.
Здесь я хотя бы на бегу это делал, а я-то делаю в стоячем положении.
You would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Herbert off of play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
He and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On the give, this is Eckler to the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Herbert.
Ну что за тэклинг, блядь.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And they have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a give running left is Eckler, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Кирюш, не кидал говна в первой четверти. Теперь расплачиваешься.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8. Here is Eckler.
Ну еще и как.
And he'll take it down here just shy
Ну
of
сквозь
15
масло
to the 16-yard
проходит.
line. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
As I take a look at the clock, I
Ну а хули мне еще
drive
делать?
has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone.
Блять, а если бы он сейчас перехватил, то бабушка была бы дедушкой. Это на пиксик.
But you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that.
Да, халява нам сегодня не приехала. Ну, что с подачи? Ну, все же коту масленицу.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
2 плюс 2, ну, то есть 2 по 8, это не про меня.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here.
2 по 8, это не про меня.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On second, here's Algier. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 9.
Hurry.
Looking to throw. Flanagan.
Блять.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
On 3rd down, Flanagan. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
All right.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Murphy. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Algier touchdown, Pittsburgh. So this back now to a 10-point spread.
Не, ну это просто нафиг.
No question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
А ты что-то... Да я смогу, если что.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion.
Ну, дропнул его. То есть, понимаешь, даже в такие моменты.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Ну, попытались.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Так, сейчас жесткий блиц надо. Ну, не жесткий, но такой отлично.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
5-9.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll work his way across
Он выбежал.
to the 32.
Нихуя.
94 yards rushing
Не
for
считал
him.
он.
He has been tremendous all day long. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Он на коленях. А, ну он сайт, если да, он сайт, если повезет. Окей.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Sherman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner. Maybe they'll throw a corner if he's a bigger guy and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5.
Ну худо, блядь, терять нечего.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Flanagan. That's to Freiermuth. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flanagan. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Я с словами, а хули терять нечего. Первый сайт.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again. Here the 4th. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Ну сам мудак, ну все сделал хуёво, короче.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers they had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they take a knee.
Извините, sorry, Entschuldigung. Meine Fehler, hab alles im ersten Viertel verkackt. War nicht bereit. Es geht immer schlecht für mich am Donnerstag. Naja. Thanks for watching, danke für Unterstützung, спасибо за просмотр. Будем дальше.